Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade, facts over feelings. The Wall Street Journal published an article that is going to make WNBA gatekeepers that look like, think like, and act like Monica McNutt sick to their stomach. Gonna make WNBA gatekeepers on Twitter who think certain types of people shouldn't have an opinion on their game sick to their stomach. Might even make some WNBA players sick to their stomach. A new wave of fans are coming into the WNBA. A new wave of fans are taking over the WNBA. A new majority, if you will. Caitlin Clark isn't only driving up TV viewership of the WNBA, her stardom has altered the age, gender, and racial makeup of the league's viewers. Folks, I told you I had something good today. We're calling a spade today. We see all the record numbers. 3 million here, 2 million here, 1.5 that night, 1.7 that night, 2.1 this night, 900,000 that night. Who are all these people tuning into these Caitlin Clark games? Who are all these people tuning into these other WNBA games that are seeing record highs? Who? Well, we're about to find out. Like I told you, Wall Street Journal came out with an article. Caitlin Clark didn't just grow the WNBA's audience, she changed it. Midway through the Stars' rookie season, more young viewers, men, and white people, along with more college basketball fans, are tuning in to broadcasts. More young viewers, men, and white people, along with more college basketball fans, are tuning in to broadcasts. Ben, what are you talking about? Show me what you mean. Don't just tell me. Don't just show me a headline. I want numbers. I want proof. I want facts. Folks, this is the Ben Daniel Podcast, is it not? Where we're calling a spade, is it not? Facts over feelings. Let's take a look here, folks. Let's take a look here. Caitlin Clark didn't just grow the game, she also changed it. Midway through the Stars' rookie season, more young viewers, men and white people, along with more college basketball fans, are tuning in to broadcast. Midway through the season, the WNBA is enjoying a blockbuster surge. Yeah, it's Caitlin Clark, but we get it. It's no secret that the popularity of rookie Caitlin Clark has driven the biggest gains. But it isn't just the number of people watching that has changed. The makeup of the audience has undergone a dramatic shift. The Wall Street Journal looked at Nielsen data on the age, gender, race, and ethnicity of viewers from the major networks that carry most games. And every demographic category has seen at least a double-digit increase, but the most pronounced gains have occurred among three cohorts: young viewers, male viewers, and white ones. Young viewers, male viewers, and white ones. But Ben, this is just more black and white. You're not showing me numbers. We'll get there. We'll get there. The influx, the raise of these three cohorts is pushing this new league over the edge. What do you mean new league? It's only 27 years old. Yeah, but Caitlin Clark just got here. It's new, brand new. WNBA started May 17th, May 15th, something like that. It gets better. Trust me, folks. it gets better. For the WNBA, the rating spike isn't simply due to the arrival of Caitlin Clark. It has better TV offerings than ever before, with more national telecasts. Thursdays on Prime, Fridays on Ion, makes it easier to find. Let's start here. While some sports are struggling to hold on to young viewers, their numbers are skyrocketing in the WNBA. On ESPN networks, girls aged 2 through 17 are up 181%, and viewers aged 18 through 34 are outpacing the league's total growth by 54 percentage points. I fall into the second part of that outline. Viewers aged 18 to 34 are outpacing the league's total growth by 54 percentage points. The newer wave of fans that have been watching basketball, let's say up until that 34-year point, we've seen it go from Shaq and Kobe to LeBron to the Big Three in Boston to Kobe and Pau to LeBron in Miami to the Golden State Warriors, back to Cleveland, back to the Warriors, to Toronto, and we've seen a skyrocket. But in that meantime, we've seen the pace of play increase. Slower pace of play, increase. Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Trae Young. Now we're up and down. This is a wave of fan that, if we would have looked at the WNBA 10 years ago, we're turning it on and we're turning it off. You're welcome. We are now tuning in to the WNBA. But let's continue, shall we? Let's continue. Josiah Woods has seen the transformation up close. She is a Denver women's basketball coach. She used to ask her team who were your favorite players, and usually they'd respond with NBA players, but now they're mentioning the likes of A'ja Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Aneke Ogwumike, A'ja Wilson, so on and so forth. In 2023, about 50% of WNBA viewers had watched the NCAA women's basketball tournament. So far this year, about 80% of WNBA viewers also watched the tournament, according to ESPN. What does that mean, folks? What does that mean? Well, that means if we take all of the WNBA viewers, right, a huge pie, cut that pie into 10 slices, 8 of those slices are given to people who have watched the tournament. 80% of total WNBA viewership also tuned in to watch March Madness. Not 80% of the March Madness viewers are tuning into WNBA. No, the other way around. 80% of the WNBA viewers also tuned in to March Madness. That showing the carryover from the hype of the Caitlin Clark effect in 2023 March Madness, with the Angel Reese National Championship game falling into 2024 with literally only the Caitlin Clark effect carrying college women's basketball. Yes, South Carolina was undefeated. There have been undefeated teams in women's college basketball before. I'm sorry. Yes, LSU, Angel Reese, the Haley Van Lith storyline, that was there. Juju Watkins, that was there. Paige Beckers returning from injury, that was there. Hannah Hidalgo, that was there. Cam Brink, that was there. Madison Booker, there was a lot there. Let's continue, shall we? Let's continue. The influx of college fans is contributing to another big shift in WNBA viewership. It's gotten whiter. Non-Hispanic white viewers have grown 156% year over year on Ion and 301% on ESPN networks. 156% on Ion and 301% on ESPN networks. White people are tuning in at astronomical levels to now watch the WNBA when Caitlin Clark's playing, because she's mostly featured on ESPN, and when Caitlin Clark's playing, because she's mostly featured on Ion. And yeah, the other games as well. Astronomical numbers in terms of the WNBA, of course. I got to keep it in its proper perspective, right? I got to keep things in its proper perspective. The audience for NCAA women's tournament on ESPN networks is about 71% white, compared with 57% for WNBA games this year. Still, black viewers watch the WNBA in far greater proportion than their 13% overall share of the U.S. population. Oh my God. Please don't cancel me, folks. I am just the messenger. Black viewers make up 32% of the WNBA viewership on ESPN networks and 45% of ION viewers. 32% of the WNBA viewership on ESPN networks and 45% of ION viewers. There was already a loyalty there in terms of a league that is predominantly black women, said ESPN basketball analyst Monica McNutt. While some people assume that women are more interested in watching women's sports, men are a large and growing part of the WNBA's TV audience. Here it comes, folks, making up 60% of ESPN Network's WNBA viewers, 55% of ION's WNBA viewers, and 54% of CBS WNBA viewers. Men are the majority of WNBA viewers. You're welcome. Let me say that again. Men are now the majority of the WNBA viewership. The minority has turned into the majority. Thanks to who? Stop it. Exactly, my point. Yes, Angel Reese is a star. Her basketball ratings prove otherwise when it comes to people sitting down and tuning in. Yes, Cameron Brink is a model and Instagram influence outside the court. Cool. When it comes to people tuning in, numbers say otherwise. She's injured, so we don't really have too much to go by so far. Right now, we only have one person to go by, and that's Caitlin Clark. While some people assume that women are more interested in watching women's sports, men are a large and growing part of the WNBA's TV audience. 60% of ESPN networks, 55% of ION networks, and 54% of CBS. This is astounding news. I bet you guys wouldn't have guessed that. 301% increase in white viewership on ESPN. 150% increase in white viewership on ION. Young fans from 2 to 17, 181% increase. And why do I say that the WNBA gatekeepers are going to be sick? Well, we can go one at a time. The new wave of fans, I feel like I just touched on that. The 2 to 17s, the 18 to 34s, I feel like I just touched on that. They grew up watching it go from a slower paced basketball to a faster paced basketball. And the WNBA, other than Caitlin Clark, isn't the fastest paced game. How much longer are those people going to hang around? These are the people criticizing the WNBA. These are the people saying it's not fast enough. It's too slow. Get the ball in Caitlin Clark's hand. Get the ball in Ariki's hand. Let's move it up and floor. Let's move it up and down. Let's move it up and down. Let's move it up and down. I want a faster pace of play. Rain threes. Rain threes. I don't care about the rebounds. I don't care that you're taller than everybody. Who cares? We've seen that before. You're just like the tallest person at the park. Until someone who really balls up pulls up at the park like, yeah, I'd rather have that person on my team. You might be taller than everybody currently playing, but that person's a bucket. That person can get everybody involved. That person's a legit baller. Number 2, the men. Do I need to go further? Number 3, white people. Do I need to go further? We've seen Monica McNutt go on Jon Stewart and say that she feels a sort type of way, that she wants to keep the WNBA sorority to herself, that it's this knit little group of people and they want to keep it to themselves and they don't want to share it. She's somebody who feels that way. How many other people within the media, within the WNBA feel that way? So I appreciate the Wall Street Journal for being honest here, for giving us real, raw data. It's nice seeing the ratings. Man, so many people. It's nice answering the question, how many people are tuning in? It's nice getting the answer to that question. But then if somebody has another question, well, who are these people tuning in? Well, now you have that answer as well. This is the Ben Daniel Podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. I appreciate all the support. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have a good day.